This is a inkle tree. And these are my highlights on my tree. Where the sun's hitting through is a bit there. Right, then I've got to reflect that down here, so I'd say it probably starts about there. Now, down here, this tree is still going on up there, so I'm going to sort of put a lot in down here, and this is the reflection. Might have been better with a bigger brush, because you see how I'm getting all these little blob shapes. It's a bit repetitive, but I think by the time I blob my other colours on as well and stuff, I think I'll get away with it, but just probably could have been better with a bigger brush. Well, I've got a bigger brush, but it'll do, we'll be ready. Right, so that's that done. And I think now, let's mix a darker colour up and go back in. Oh, in fact, yeah, let's do that. Let's mix a darker colour up. Just mixing it up, let's try that. So, try it in this reflection first. So I'm sort of going into gaps now with this darker colour. If you want more white, just dab it softer. And if you want less white, dab it harder. You can do this with a hacky brush, height brush, whatever you want to call it. There. So again up here. All you do if you're doing this with a height brush, you dry it fast, batter all the end up, and then just dip it lightly into your paint. Just dip the ends in. It works exactly the same. This is a spiky brush. Right, now I'm going to go to an even darker colour. Pop a bit of red in just to dull it a bit. That's better. There, let's have a look at that. So I'm coming in here now. A bit in. That's it, and then boom, boom. That's light bits. My stepbrother Doofus, he's got a job as a lollipop man the other day already. He's managed to get himself a written warning. What he's done, he's gone in, and although we've all told him the lollipop, it's not a real lollipop, he's had to just check, hasn't he? So he started licking it just to check, and I don't know if one of the parents or the kids or something like that has just thought this, it's not really normal, so they've reported him. And he's got himself a written warning now. What he's done, he's licked it, and then he's seen the kids laughing at him. So then he starts showing off and doing it even more because all kids are laughing at him. So now he thinks he's brilliant, thinks he's dead funny. So he's just doing it to show off now. That's Doofus for you. That's how his mind works. So yeah, that's Doofus. Right, I'm just looking. I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. Get me height brush, hacky brush, whatever you call it. Come in here now, just pop in a bit of bit of stuff in there like that. That's me land there. Pop a bit of that in. I think I'll let that dry a bit and then I'll pop some darker in. I think if I pop some darker in now, let's have a go. Oh, that's not bad. I thought it might just smudge, but it's not done bad really. It's not bad. Right, so that's that. Right, now then. Right, I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to come in here. I think I'm going to paint this waterfall. Yeah, so Doofus managed to get himself a written warning, showing off. Put a tiny bit, there's some sky in here. Tiny bit of blue in here for sky. Like that. That's it, that'll do. Right then, now this is really watery, so this comes in here. Sort of like that. I want this paper wet to put this in. So I want this really to be a soft effect. I'm going to keep wetting a bit, putting a bit in and wetting a bit more. And then you can blast this in. This is just me really light yellow colour for now. Keep blasting this in. Yeah, I'll get a bit more water in that. Okay, I'll come right into it. Well, block it, just block all this in, I think, really. And then I'll put all my low lights in a minute. Get it in quicks before all your paint dries. There. Now then, let's get some darker greens in on that now then. So, mix a darker green up. Don't need to go too dark, not yet. Just blend this in. Right, let me just have a look. There's dark green all around there, like that on that bit. Seems to be quite a lot there. Some light green across them bits there. Green in there. Same there, a bit of light green in that bit there. That's it, and then this bit. Tick, 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 tick. And this bit here, there's a light, really light green bit in the middle there. This is much darker down here. There, what's that? Then I think now mix in a really dark green now. Start mixing a bit of burnt umber, Payne's grey, then a dark green. Well, blue and yellow. We're more blue than yellow on the dark green. I'd already got the dark green mixed, from a blue and yellow. Right, so this is really dark now, and it seems to be over this side and this side. Just sort of dotting about a bit. And there, not too much. There's a lot here. Just sort of. That'll do. Right, I think now repeat it all up there. Yep. Right, so I'll soften this bit. Soften it, wet it, so should I say. In fact, I'll wet the lot. Wet it all. There we are. Get some bright yellows. Yeah, I'll fill it all in with this bright yellow. Something like that there, quite thin there. Then just block all this in. There we are, right. Slightly darker. Come into some of that a bit. I think there's a bit too much of these whites in there. I want some of them whites in there. I think there's a tad too much. That'll do. You can do a bit of that in there and I'll just soften some of this in. A few too many whites in there. Right, let's go a bit darker now then. So come in here, darker, down there, definitely darker, and in here, sort of like that. I might dry that and do an whole little layer on top of there. Let's have another dry. In fact, I haven't had a dry yet. Looking at that, that's not a bad effect now. Let me put these clips on. It's not looking bad at all. I'll have to bother going in with another layer, shall I? Let's go in with a bit more. See what we can do. So, get some bright yellow again. Bright yellow, some more bright yellow in there is going to look good. Quite a runny paint, and then I'm going to come in through here with some bright yellow. Yeah, I think that's just getting it that little bit more, isn't it? That's better, isn't it? A little bit fatter paint. Oh. Same in here, we'll just bruise it up with a bit more yellow. Only trouble is, my stepbrother Doofus, with him getting this job, sort of caused me a bit of hassle now, because I'm now expected to get a job, because he's got one. I've got to get one now. Nice one, Doofus. It's not that I don't want a job, it's just I've told him I want to be a surf instructor. I'm going to move to Hawaii and be a surfboard instructor. But they're just telling me to grow up. But I'm thinking, stick to your dreams and follow them. Follow your dreams. But they're saying, look, you've got to go for a job. What's actually there to apply for? And so apparently there's one going for shelf stacking. What? I've told my mum I don't know nothing about shelf stacking. She says, well, you better research it then and start learning it quick, because you're going for an interview no matter what. So I've got to start finding out. So what I did, I went down to the library and I said, have you got any books on shelves? And the librarian said, yeah, all on them. But then I looked and they were on all different stuff, so I just get up at that. That were going to be my research to find out what I did know and what I didn't know. Yeah. Whatever. So it's all, I'm going to have to go for an interview. Shelf stacking. Might be good though, I don't know. Maybe you get to eat some of the snap or something when you're stacking them. Maybe they stack lollipops on shelves. If they do, or even if they don't, I'm going to tell Doofus that they do, so he gets jealous. Well, there. Right, I think what I'm going to do now, no, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to wet it all. I don't think I am. Right, where's that rigger brush? And start popping in now some trees and stuff. So let's get this quite watery. Let's get something back around here a bit. Some bits and bobs in there. Just get some ickle trees in background in there. And then probably should have dampened that paper a bit first, I think I want them a bit softer. So I should have dampened this first. Just going to dampen it like that. Hopefully it'll soften them a bit. That's it, it's just took them back a bit, look. Made them a bit softer. So then I think they do get a bit stronger now as they come in. So I'll leave these ones. Right, there is some much stronger ones coming across here now. There's a few of them. these here, they're a bit green. A bit green in these, so if I can lean on there, yeah. Stick these in. Quite fat these are. See, they're gradually getting a bit more faded as they go back. Something about like that. Maybe that's a bit of a bush in there. A few more in there. Oh, that's nice, doesn't it? And then I could go over there and bring this in a bit. Fade that in. Yeah. That's it. I think that looks pretty good for them background bits. Right. Now then. Let's get a bigger brush. Maybe use that one. Right, we've just got some burnt umber, some Payne's grey, a bit of green in here as well. This is just all going up through into these bits here. That's about it. I think there's another one about there, just bending into things, something like that. There we are. So I think what I'll do there is soften a bit of this down into it. A bit of yellow. That's it. Well, and back to Rigor brush and just pop in a few background bits in there like that. Oh, nice. Right, and then there's some big uns in here. So this big brush again, biggish brush. Bit of burnt umber, a bit of green. It looks like light's coming in. Probably from there, coming in both ways. On there, on there, on there. Soften down into there. Seem to go lighter down one side. So I'll try and get that in. There. There we are. These backgrounds I'm just sort of blobbing these in a bit at random. There we are. Soften them in. Tell you another thing what my mum's been going on at me at, what I'm going to get in trouble for. Last time I went for a job interview, she just kept moaning at me saying about me tying my own shoelaces and that, but it don't matter how much I try, I can't seem to tie them. So when I go for my job interview, that's going to get bolted up again. Yeah, tie your own shoelaces, you're in your 40s. Don't matter how old I am, I'm just not very good at tying shoelaces. Right, so that's that lot in. That side's darker than that side, but that is how it is. Or should I perhaps whack in a really dark bit down one side on these? Something like that. There. Right, now then. Get these reflections in now. I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to dampen all this. So all these reflections go quite soft. So I'll just wet my paper. In fact, I think I'll tell you what, I'll wet the lot, and if it dries a bit down them sides, well, I want these sides slightly stronger anyway, so that'll be okay. Ring a brush. See what this looks like. Some things here, they come right up here. I think it's sort of these ones here, what's coming up. It's sort of coming right through like that. And a bit more water in there, that's not quite softening them enough. It's better. Or hopefully it'll be better. So there's a few of these big ones coming up through there like that. Nearly done. These are big ones here. Green in these, isn't there? See, a lot of these, the bushes down at the bottom, but the actual tops of the trees on some of them haven't really even got any branches on. Well, any leaves on, but actually they have, looking at it. So let's pop a few in. There's a few leaves on these here, so pop a few in there. Let's get to that. Let's do it slightly. Darker green, there like that. Maybe this is even a bit of really dark green in there, not too much. There we are, it's perfect. I'll stick some extra bits in across. Some of this and all. Why not? Why not? Yeah, come on. Extra bit of dark in there, perhaps. Well. Right, now then, just get this bigger brush now. These are softer down one side like that. That's a bit thinner. That's it. Actually, some of these here is going to come. Oops. I'm just going to soften some of that bit there. That's better. And then I'll get some really dark low light to go down these bits down one side. What's that? These bits here, some flat pieces here, aren't they? Some bits in there, need some water on them bits there. Some of these bits down there, pretty soft, weren't they? So, a few bits in there like that. Some softy bits, that's it. Right then, so actually this stuff here now, I can probably sort of it's going to be coming in into these bits here. That, and in fact that, let me get a bit of yellow and just soften some of that in. It looked a bit harsh. There. Let me get that dry and now look, I think we're not far off at that. Ah. There, right, get that back on there. Right, so I'm just going to stand back and have a look at that. Yeah, I do like that. Right, so now I need some water lines. So I'm going to have a big one. Where shall I have it? Through there, like that. This is going to be a big one. Water on my brush there. So let me get this. Just dab that there. Right. To rub like that. And a dab. Like that. That's it. There. Nice. Okay, a bit more, too much water on my brush at that, but right, I'm gonna just take that bit there. There we are. It's damaged paper a little bit, but I'll just blow them flaky bits off when it's dry. So there's a bit of water line there. Another one about, let's have it about there. Take that in front side, look. Dab. There we are. Man. I think I'll have a bit under here. Just a bit there. Bring that across about there, if it'll work. there. What's that? Just under there. Bit under there. I think I'll have a bit there and all. Well, is that right? I'm going to just go into a little dab into a bit of designer's white gouache just to get that a little bit stronger. That'll fade back a bit as it dries, so I'll have a bit there, I'll have a bit in there, bit there, just on these edgy bits here. I'll just there, something like that, and then we can have a couple of lines, something like there, and then another one. Let's say another one there. That's enough. Try to just rub some of the colour out there. Same here. So some designer's white gouache on my brush, and I've tried to rub a bit of colour out as well. Right, that's it. Get a little signature on it. Pop it. Where shall I pop the signature? Just there. By D. Bertie D. Stand back and hello. Yeah, quite happy with that. So, I'll see you tomorrow on beach.